EW health nutritionist Donna Wyhoffen has been saying this for years. A Mediterranean diet will prolong your life.
The largest study ever conducted on this has proven without a doubt that Donna was right, as we've always known. She's here tonight with some recipes, and she'll be taking your questions about the diet in our next segment. Hi, Donna.
Hi, I do.
Miss Know-It-All?
Yes, I love the Mediterranean diet.
Just briefly, what is a Mediterranean diet?
It's lots of fruits and vegetables. It's nuts, it's grains, it's seeds, it's fish, and just a small amount of meat. The meat is actually the smallest part, but the best part is there's wine on it too.
There you go. I'm in.
But I'm going to demonstrate with a salad, and this is a salmon salad, but I'm breading the salmon in pistachio nuts.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I take the salmon and I bread it in pistachio nuts and panko breadcrumbs.
They like nuts in this diet.
They love nuts in this diet, yes. And then I'm going to put it in a pan and saute it and finish it in the oven. I'm going to start with spinach on the bottom and put a little bit of pasta, but not a lot of pasta because pasta adds up in calories. And as the whole wheat pasta, and then put on some peppers.
Look at the
like
colors.
The color of that.
It's so
and then
colorful.
I'm going to take a salmon that I already cooked, and you can taste this one because I just cooked it a few minutes ago. And while you're tasting it, I'm going to add black olives to this because olives are really an important part of the thing. And if you want to, a little bit of feta cheese.
That's good.
Oh, the coating on the fish is delicious.
I know it is good.
That's a really good idea.
Now, wait a minute. There's something else that goes with it.
Oh, there's more.
Yes, there's a pomegranate honey sauce. So I made the sauce for the salad with pomegranates, juice, and honey, and you drizzle this over the top like this.
Did you reduce that on the stove?
Yes, I reduced the pomegranate sauce in half, added honey and a little Dijon mustard to hold it together, and that is like fabulous. And that's the essence of a Mediterranean diet, this salad.
All right,
now,
we got about a minute left.
That's the perfect amount of time for this. This is a tapenade. And my tapenade is going to be made with tomatoes, and you can put in some onions, and it could be green onions or white onions, and black olives, and put in some black olives.
Is one olive healthier than the other?
No, they're all good, just depends on what you like.
Okay.
And then I'm putting in some green olives, and these have already been cut up like this. And stir this together, and the dressing is going to be made out of course, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and a little bit of mustard to hold it together. And then this is your tapenade. And this is like super healthy, and you can serve it on little baguettes or on crackers. And also maybe you could have brie cheese, and you could put it around the brie cheese.
Now, is cheese part of the Mediterranean diet?
The cheese is, but it's a little amount of cheese. It's not big hunks of cheese. In Wisconsin, we take big hunks of cheddar, but they use small amounts of a very quality, high flavorful cheese.
So it's basically healthy fats, lean proteins.
Yes.
And olive oil.
Yeah, lots and lots of olive oil and nuts, yes, and lots of vegetables. And
these recipes are on channel3000.com.
They are.
And we're going to move over there, and people can call in if they have any questions about this diet.
Right, and I'm going to tell you what was on the diet because they had a certain amount of nuts and a certain amount of olive oil. So I'll tell you that in the next segment.
Okay, that's great. So call now if you'd like to talk to Donna. 270-9933 is the number, and Donna will take your calls right after the break.
Donna is back now to answer any questions you might have about the Mediterranean diet. The number 270-9933.
Well, Donna, let's start with breaking down what the diet actually looks like.
Do we have a pyramid? I want to show you the pyramid. This pyramid, actually the base of the diet, the base of it is exercise. And so I don't know if you can see that the exercise. And then there's fruits and vegetables. And there are also a section for nuts and seeds and whole grains. There's a little bit of cheese, but not a lot of cheese. There's fish, and the very smallest part of the diet is meat. So the very small, they don't have a lot of meat in the diet.
Okay.
And there's a little bit of red wine. Is that going to show up?
We got wine in moderation at the bottom.
Oh, good. I'm glad the wine in moderation is there.
I saw 6 glasses of, it's 6 glasses of water.
Yeah. Okay, but what they did with this study, let me tell you a little bit about this study. They had 7,400 people that they followed, and they were ages 55 to 80. They were either on a low-fat diet, which is what we think you should be on if you want to prevent heart disease. These people were at risk of having heart disease, but they had not had any cardiovascular events or strokes. Low-fat, or else they were told to eat this much. Where's the camera here?
Just a handful.
Just a handful of nuts, just 30 grams of nuts. So it wasn't a lot of nuts, just this amount of nuts. Or they were on the diet this much olive oil. So, and what happened was these two groups, the groups that ate either the nuts or the olive oil, 30% less cardiovascular events
Wow,
and strokes.
that's pretty amazing.
They stopped the study.
Why go on? Let's get to some calls quick. Diane in Madison. Hi, what's your question? Diane, you there?
Yes, I am.
Hi, go ahead.
Hello. What would a typical breakfast consist of?
Oh, good question.
Well, maybe you could do my favorite breakfast is my oatmeal apple walnut bake. It has everything in it that's Mediterranean. It's actually online. It's made with oatmeal and a little bit of eggs and milk, and it has apples in it, and it has walnuts in it, and I serve it with cinnamon and sugar and fat-free yogurt every morning. So that would be a typical,
But
really
a whole
good
grain
breakfast.
cereal and some fruit and orange juice,
yes.
coffee.
Yep.
All right.
No wine for breakfast. No. Okay, Roberta in Linden Station. Hi there. What's your question?
My question is, I was wondering how high it is in sodium.
Oh, yeah, that's
Well,
another good question.
that depends upon you. You can add a lot of salt, and you can have a little bit of salt. Oops, there's my nuts. So these are unsalted nuts.
But the olives are high in salt.
The olives are high in salt, but not the olive oil. So if you have to be on a low-fat diet, you can still follow the Mediterranean, a low-sodium diet. You can still follow a Mediterranean diet. But you could also go overboard and salt too much.
Yep, absolutely. Let's go to Mary in Madison now. Hi, Mary. Mary, you there?
Yes. Hello.
What's
Hi,
your
go
question?
ahead.
This is Mary.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Donna. I see you all the time at Technical Institute here in Madison. I appreciate you coming there so much.
Aw.
You are so interesting and so good at with the information that you give out. My question is it good to eat a lot of beans?
Yes.
Like cooked beans. As far as high fiber. That's what I'm looking at.
You are
and,
right
And a lot of fish. A lot of fish.
Yep.
Right, in the Mediterranean diet, there is actually a section for beans. So yes, beans are really good, and you don't have to cook them from scratch. You can the canned beans are just as good as the regular beans. So yes, it's fruits and vegetables, beans and grains is the base of the Mediterranean diet.
No fried food. That's
Well, if you do it in olive oil.
yeah, do it in moderation, I guess.
And this is all online.
This,
At channel3000.com, we'll have the pyramid and
yes.
portions and all that good stuff.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Donna.
You were right, Donna. We should have listened to you 10 years ago.
We always do.
We'd almost be out there.
We'll be right back.